I heard somebody say the other day, it sucks to be human. I was like, well, what do you want to be? A toady frog? I don't know. Does it really? Or maybe you just don't understand what it means to be a human. Hello, everyone. I'm Pamela D. Marshall, the author of the book, The Art of Forgiveness, and a corporate mindfulness coach. This journey that we're on, if you're still here, you're on a journey. We didn't come here to stay, and we didn't come here to perfect that we're in. The work is within us. It's said that we are a spiritual being having a human experience. But I think the challenge is that there's not enough conversation, there's not enough teaching on what it means to be spiritual. Because the scripture tells us to serve God in spirit and in truth. Not trying to step on anybody's toes, but there's more conversation within the religious community about the physical things, that you want to manifest, the physical things that you want, the physical things that elevate you to a certain status. But that's not what the scripture says. The scripture doesn't talk about serving with things. It's about the spirit. There's the mind, the body, and the spirit. All three of them have to work in harmony. And I submit to you today that one of the challenges for us as humans is because we don't have all three of these working in harmony. The mind, the body, and the breath. We are beings because the Creator breathed the breath of life in us. That's how important the Spirit is. So we have that capability in us. But how much are we developing it? How much are we putting forth an effort to look like the likeness of the one that created us? It is very comfortable for us to be in our, as they say, in our feelings, because the world around us embraces that kind of behavior. But what does it look like if you elect to be in control of your thoughts and your mind and not allow your mind to be in control of you? There are things that are going to happen to us, very challenging things, very traumatic things that can happen to us, that can happen to our family members. But we have a responsibility on this journey to mirror the likeness and to remain calm and to remain centered and have the ability to keep our head in the situation regardless to what it's looking like. And how do you see that situation as a blessing for your perfecting? It is a blessing that we have to be able to tap into that superpower of being at peace when everything else, everybody else all around us is at their worst, or the situation is at its worst. When you tap into that superpower, you have the ability to be at your best, the ability to remain calm, to remain centered, and when you're that way, it helps to decrease your stress level in your life. Stress is at the base of so many illnesses that we're experiencing, whether it's physical or mental. 95% of doctors' visits today are stress-related illnesses. Imagine us taking our health into our own hands by working toward eliminating the need to react. Let me tell you, I got tested. I was on my way. I've left the farmer's market. I got my little veggies. I'm thinking about how I'm going to prepare my food. And I hear them announce over the PA system that a blue Ford Flex was blocking somebody. And I was like, huh. And then as I'm getting to my car, I see this white mark down the side. Somebody had keyed my car from the back tire all the way to the front. And in my mind, I was like, I wasn't as calm as I could have been, but I wasn't as demonstrative as I could have been as either. I thought, how dare they? So I call the police. So while I'm on the phone with the police, I see this fellow go get in his vehicle down the way from me. And he's approaching me and he lets the window down and he starts to say something to me. And I said, you keyed my car. And I have the police on the phone. And he let the window up, hurriedly backed up. I obviously was not blocking him because my car didn't move, but he did, and left really quickly. The police got there, and after talking to the police, I didn't have a description, and so I really didn't have a police report to make. But what did my peace and calm look like in that situation? I could have been irate that the police officer didn't want to write a report. I could have been calmer than I was because I really didn't have to say anything to the person who drove up to me in the car. Because people are interesting these days. He could have had a gun. Anybody that wants to key somebody's car obviously got a little something going on in their minds that they think that's a good idea. So as I had time to think about that situation, a few hours later, thanking God that I made out okay, that it's just a vehicle. And the vehicle is not even mine anyway, because you see, I don't even belong to me. So if you think you did something to my car, you didn't do anything to my car because I don't have a car. I belong to the one who can speak to the waves of the ocean and calm them down. So you can't do anything to me because I don't belong to me. And when I see it from that perspective, when I see it from a spiritual perspective, that there is a spirit in this person that did that, but I have an assignment to pray for that person, to pray for light, for love and light for that person. So what the devil meant for evil is turning out for good because it continues to teach me where I have some shortcomings that my peace and centeredness and calmness needs to come forth faster. So that means I need to spend more time, more quiet time, more time to be available to implant in my subconscious mind a behavior that mirrors the likeness. You know what else it gave me an opportunity to do? Pray for somebody that's hurting. I'm thankful to the Creator for that I have an opportunity to pray for that person that I never would have known to pray for had they not keyed my car. I don't know what that's going to mean to that person's life, but I know what it means to me. It continues to teach me to live that scripture of great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. It is teaching me to stay focused on what really matters. What really matters. I'm thankful that we have the resources to pay to get that fixed. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that I was not hurt. I'm thankful that I have an opportunity to pray and to practice being centered, being grounded, being where my feet are. Because challenging situations like that can be very, very distracting, and it can cause us to lose focus. We can lose focus so quickly. But peace takes practice. And having tools in place so that you can, as a matter of fact, I want you to repeat this after me. Put this in your toolkit, your peace takes practice kit. I want you to say this. Today I am going to stay calm and centered in all situations. You can do it. Today I am, how about that? I am staying calm and centered in all situations. We have the ability to control our thoughts. We have the ability to control our emotions. We have the ability to pick which emotions. We have the ability to remain calm. That's a choice we get to make. You have that ability. And I pray you put that in practice. It will make this journey so much sweeter. And you don't ever have to say, being human sucks. No, it doesn't suck. We just have to learn how to be the full human in harmony. The mind, the body, and the breath, the spirit, working in harmony, and it's a beautiful journey. Thank you very much for being a part of Waking Up, the mind, the body, and the spirit. I'm Pamela D. Marshall at the Wellness Radio TV and at the Wellness Radio TV podcast. Remember, there is healing at the well. Make it a fantastic moment, and we'll see you next time.